All right, I'm going to give you something even harder now. Let's try putting some other stuff together. All right. Okay, have a go at finding the integral of that for me. This is going to require a bit more work from you. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of work for this one.
And it says something about you have to manage n plus one.
Right, that's adding to the power. So that is an algebraic way of saying exactly what I've just said, right? They're just putting it into a formula. If you want to, so I posted a video yesterday that goes through the, okay, so they said the same thing at the start, right? That's what they were explaining. And then divide by n. Right.
Here it says something about before.
What page are you on? Well, we're not there yet. You should be doing this question anyway. Grab a pen and do this question. We're not even at 10.3 today. There are different cases of different ways of doing integration depending on what you get. But for today, we're sticking with this. Let's not make it harder yet. No. Go and sit down.
I promise it's a genuine question.
What?
I don't know where to go. Like, how do you do that into that?
What do you think? What did we do in the last example? What did you do between here and here?
Cancel it off.
No.
Times.
This goes on both of these bits, right?
Yeah, but how does a negative half go
Exactly
into
the same. What did you do with the powers when you did this?
So this would be 4x 1.5.
Yeah, but leave it as an improper fraction.
So 1.5 is 0.
Yeah.
Ew.
So you're going to have lots of weird fractions. That's fine. Lots of weird fractions in this one. All right, so that first line is just me rewriting the question. I haven't even done anything yet. I've just expanded the top and turned root x into negative half power. So that's the first thing I did. Now I need to get rid of my brackets, then I'm going to integrate. So I'm not even doing anything yet. Don't switch to decimals. Always use improper fractions. Don't use decimals. So I haven't even done my integration yet. All I've done is rewrite this. I've got it all figured out. No brackets involved. Then I've got some horrifying fractions to use. I am horrifying. So I'm going to add 1, which makes this 5 halves, and divide by 5 halves. Plus 4x add 1, which makes this 3 halves, divide by 3 halves, plus x to the power of positive half, because I'm adding 1, divided by half, plus c. All right, let's lift this up a bit. Run out of room. So remember, you flip and multiply. So if I've got 4 divided by 5 halves, that's the same as 4 times 2 over 5, which is 8/5.
It should be 2, shouldn't it? Oh, no, right.
Okay, so this becomes 8/5 x to the power of 5 halves, right? If you rearranged it to do the square root sort of rule, that's fine, but you don't need to. So again, I'm going to make this 8/3 x to the power of 3 halves, plus this is going to multiply by 2, so I get 2x to the power of half plus c. Now, if you rewrote that with all of your square root stuff, so you could have done 8/5 root x to the power of 5 plus 8/3. Oh, geez, how did I write that backwards? What happened to my brain there? I don't know how I did that either. 8/5. Leave that as that. So that becomes root x cubed plus 2 root x plus c. Either one of these answers would be absolutely fine. All right. Okay. We're now going to do this where you have a point so we can work out C, right? We have the capacity to work out C by simple substitution. So let's do an example of that. So I'm going to say that f of x is the integral of 10 over x cubed minus 4 with respect to x. And I'm going to say the curve goes through -1, 2. So the first thing I need to do is integrate my function. So this is going to be, I'm going to rewrite this. So this is 10x -3 minus 4 with respect to x. So now I'm going to integrate. So I get 10x to the -2 because I'm adding 1, divide by the new power, minus 4, add 1, divide by the new power, which is a bit unnecessary, plus c. So then I've got -5x to the -2 minus 4x plus c. Now, this, I'm going to use this. All I'm going to do is sub in x and y, and that's going to leave me with c as the only variable, right? Not hard at all. So 2 is my y, right? This is my xy, equals -5 over -1 squared, right? Because x squared belongs on the bottom of a fraction. It's a negative power, minus 4 times -1 plus c. So 2 equals, this is -5 divided by 1. This is +4 plus c. So then 2 plus 5 minus 4 equals c. So c is what? 3. C is 3. So that means my final function, let's move that. My final function is, so y equals -5x, sorry, -5 over x squared minus 4x plus 3. That is my function. So if you get given a point, all you have to do is sub it into x and y once you've actually done your integration, and that will give you c. It is very fascinating. All right. Let's leave it there and let's do some practice. Once we practice it, we'll really get used to it. Let me